Oh, that's really hot. Welcome back to Ruby on Nails, and today we have a special video for you, not because my face is in it, but because we have Holotaco's Don't Spill the Tea collection. This collection includes 6 beautiful bold fall cream colors and 1 magnificent gold flaky top coat, which is very different from the gold holographic flaky top coat that we saw last year in the anniversary collection. If you're new to the channel, or if you're just new to Holotaco, Holotaco is a vegan, cruelty-free, and made in the United States. So if you're in the US, you're technically buying locally. In this video, I am going to be swatching everything using Holotaco's Peely base coat and their super glossy top coat. So if I don't necessarily mention it later in the video, I'm mentioning it here and now. Also in this video is going to be a nail art tutorial. This one right here, stop looking at my face. This one right here, but it's black and white, so you can't see it yet. You have to go and finish the rest of this video first. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into that, because it's way more exciting than my dumb face.
You know, she makes a really good point about dumb faces, but we have Holotaco to swatch. Starting things off, we have Butterscotch Hop, which is a beautiful marigold yellow with a slight mustardy undertone. It is still incredibly bright, which is why I'm saying it is marigold yellow instead of just straight out, you know, Dijon. It does look a lot like yellow mustard though. Butterscotch Hop is definitely the sheerest cream out of this collection, and out of the entire selection of creams by Holotaco. It is much less opaque than Banana Hacks, which is the other yellow cream that they have, and I did need 3 coats, though I possibly could have done a 4th on my length of nail. If you have shorter nails, this would definitely be a 3-coater for you. It is still a gorgeous fall color though. Next up, we have See Y'all Later Chai. I love that name so much. This is a beautiful camel brown, so it is a very light taupe, and I was super into this shade. I have honestly wanted to see what Holotaco would do with some brown shades in their range, and I think they really hit it out of the ballpark with this one. See Y'all Later Chai was fully opaque in just 2 coats, and I've already revisited this shade several times since I got the collection, which was only about a week ago. I love it. Yet another fuchsia that has absolutely captured my heart this season. High Tea Hibiscus is a super bright fuchsia that is also super opaque. It does dry a little bit on the matte side, but I would still put a glossy top coat on this thing because it is just that perfect. It does look super great matte, though I would suggest putting on a quick dry top coat and then your matte top coat, just to make sure that everything is nice and secure, because you don't want this color going anywhere. Next up, we have my new favorite Vampy Red. We have this gorgeous I'm Over Brew with just a slight brown undertone that is just perfection. I don't know about you, but when I want to wear a red polish, I want a vampy red polish. I want something that is a little bit on the dark side, and I'm Over Brew is perfect for that. And it does have that kind of over steep tea tinge to it, if you know what I mean. I did need 2 coats of this polish just to make sure that everything was good and opaque, because we don't want a patchy cream, especially with a color this gorgeous. Next up, we have Bring Me the Teal, and despite seeing this shade in other brands, like a ton of other brands this fall, this is by far my favorite. The formula for this just worked super well. It was very opaque, and on my shorter nails I was able to get full coverage in 1 coat, though I'm showing you 2 coats here. If I just laid it on a little bit thicker, I could probably get away with 1 coat. I loved how this polish performed, and I will be wearing it a ton this fall and winter. It's just that perfect shade of teal for me. The second I saw Matcha Maker, the Baby Yoda song started playing in my head, because this is Baby Yoda's shade to me, apparently. Once again, I was super impressed by how this polish performed. As you can see, it was very opaque, where I have other of these pastel shades very similar to this that I need about 3 to 4 coats to get full opacity. And as you can see, in that first coat, we nearly had it. If you have shorter nails, this might be a one coater for you, honestly. But I love this polish, and I can see myself wearing this in the spring. I was a little surprised to see it in a fall collection, but it definitely fits with the overall tea themes for this launch. Last but definitely not least is my most anticipated polish from this collection. This is Gold Flaky Taco, which is this beautiful, like, leafy gold flakes. It is stunning. I have other gold toppers in my collection that just kind of lay thick and chunky on my nails, and this is not like that at all. Each flake is incredibly thin and lays very flat and smooth on the nail, so it doesn't look or stand out in a way that you wouldn't want. Here it is just on my naked nail because I love how this looks. It's just a slight bit of decadence on top, but here it is over black as well, and I think both of these looks are just incredible. This one in particular reminds me of that Luxury Simply video from way back when. Definitely revisit it, but I love this. Because I did love how it looked on my naked nails, I wanted that for my base for this week's nail art. I did put on a quick dry top coat just to make sure that I wouldn't peel anything up because I am using nail vinyls. Big shocker, I know, right? So predictable. But I am making sure to use some protective peel around my cuticles. As you can see, they're a little dry with the changing seasons. For some reason in Oregon, the weather just changes overnight, so we went from beautiful warm days to, oh my god, I'm freezing all of the time weather. Once my protective peel is good and dry, I'm going to get my nail vinyls ready. I am going to be using these glorious nail vinyls from What's Up Nails. They are the leaves stencils, so they have a good variety of different shapes or different styled leaves. And I'm just going to go ahead and place that right on top of my nail, pressing down the center. And then I'm going to take my tiny pair of scissors, also from Holotaco, because I'm a super fan and I don't care. But I'm just going to go ahead and trim off all of the edges. These vinyls have a little bit of thickness around them, so if I don't trim off the edges, they don't particularly lay flat, and we end up with a bit of a mess. So I'm just trying to avoid that by trimming the excess off so they will lay more flat on my curved nails. Once my stencil is good and trimmed and pressed flat to my nail, I am going to be moving on to my gradient. I am going to be putting 2 colors on each of my nail in a vertical gradient, but the overall look will kind of look horizontal. My first 2 colors are See Y'all Later Chai and Matcha Maker, and I'm going to be putting these 2 on my thumb. As you can see Y'all Later Chai is towards the outside of my thumb, and Matcha Maker is towards the inside of my thumb. You get what I'm saying. Anyway, I applied 2 coats of this particular gradient. I actually did that for all of my fingers because my main goal was just to make sure that the gold flakies were pretty much covered. I wasn't too concerned since these leaves are pretty tiny. But as you can see, it's such a good little gradient. I love it. I like how the cream stands out over the gold flakies. Next up, we have Matcha Maker and Butterscotch Hop. And I did have a little bit of trouble because Butterscotch Hop was so much more sheer than Matcha Maker, but I still was okay with just 2 coats. I think it looked fine. If you want to do more, do more. It's up to your personal choice and your discretion if you recreate this look. Once again, we have Butterscotch Hop and Bring Me the Teal. If you've noticed, there's a bit of a trend. So one of the colors from the previous gradient will be applied to the next gradient. That's how we kind of get our rainbow effect. And please do notice that beautiful green that appears when you mix these 2 colors. I am obsessed, and I might mix this if I get backups of these polishes because I'm afraid of committing my singles to a mix. Or maybe Holotaco will just come out with this. Like, oh, pretty. It's like a dark evergreen. Moving right along to my index finger, we have Bring Me the Tea and High Tea Hibiscus, our two teas. I really like how this gradient looks. I think I will be doing this just a standalone gradient, horizontally, possibly. I like how dark this purple combo is right in between. It's like an eggplant purple, which I'm still waiting for more purples by Holotaco. I know we had like a whole collection just recently that was kind of a lot of purple, but I need more purple. Like, it's so indigo-y. Ugh, beautiful. Next up is our little pinky, which we will have High Tea Hibiscus and I'm Over Brew on. These are definitely the most similar in shades, so on camera you're not seeing like the biggest difference in between each polish, though in person it was a very nice gradient. I love it, and again, it's going to be a gradient that I recreate, maybe horizontally or with different nail art, but I do really like how these two polishes look together. Like, so cute, especially with the gold. Oh my god, vampy reds and gold. But here are all of the gradients next to each other. As you can see, they kind of all work in a flow vertically. But of course, we have to put on a super glossy top coat because we gotta seal everything away. We gotta make sure our manicure is protected until we take it off the next day, which unfortunately I had to do. It's so pretty though. I love just the rainbow look with the fall. It's just, it's such a good manicure, and it was really stunning in the sunlight. This is the end of day sunlight, so it wasn't that big. Back to my face.
If you like this video, and if you like my videos, make sure to subscribe. I will be here again very shortly. My normal schedule, which I'm trying to get back onto, is posting Wednesday evenings and Saturday mornings. If that schedule doesn't work for you, too bad, it works for me. And if you like seeing my face in these videos, leave a comment down below. And if you don't like my face in these videos, well, you can also leave a comment. Any interaction really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week. Bye! I'm gonna have to edit a lot of awkward pauses out of this. Flaky, flaky.